You're excited.
I am excited today.
Did it work?
It's not. It's still. I still have the little circle, spinning circle.
Naz just. I don't know if that actually came into the stream if we were still on mute, but Naz just let out a big yes, and I think that's a big old yes because we're live, and it is. I didn't charge my watch, so what good is a watch if you don't charge it? It's the only problem with wearing a fancy watch.
Is that you have to charge it.
You have to charge it. It's no good if you don't charge it.
Yeah, it doesn't work well.
It's 2:05. I'm not paying attention to the comments. I don't know if there was an under or over. I think they gave up on us because we control it, and the house always wins, right, Ness?
Just like the casinos.
Just like the casinos, which we all miss.
Yeah.
At least some of us miss terribly. Well, happy Thursday. And it's Thursday, which means we're going to talk all about food, which if you're here with us every day, it's all we talk about sometimes.
Not all, but we have our moments. We have our moments.
It always comes back to food, and we get called out on it, which is cool because then you guys you guys enjoy it too, and you feed right into it. So happy Thursday. Naz, this is the big 40. Episode 40.
We're like a middle-aged adult right now.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, welcome to Live from Rabs.
I think I'm good now.
From inside Rabs Country Lane to good. You good?
Soon, I think. We'll see. It's still spinning.
Naz is having some technical difficulties with her device.
Snafus.
Oh, Dennis, there were more people watching you too. Don't worry, you handsome devil. Dennis is excited that there are people watching today.
And you know what?
I didn't watch him.
Oh,
but Dennis, you had over 2,000 views, so I don't know what your problem is.
You know what is really what I'm really excited about?
What are you excited about?
Is that we're talking about not only we talking about food, we actually have food.
We do have food today. Now, we took a big chunk out of it. I mean, I cut big pieces, but this is a nice, delicious, fresh, still warm crumb cake.
Still warm.
From the one and only Donna Bazzo. Donna, thank you. We love you dearly. This stuff is like
it's like crack.
I hate to even say that, but it's like
it
crack.
It's good stuff. It's good stuff.
We don't get this often, and when you do get it, you know it's special. It's so special. Donna doesn't share the recipe. So you can't get the recipe.
I wouldn't share it either. It's a family recipe.
So once, maybe twice a year, it comes out on a Saturday night during bowling. Joni says #yum, which you know all about it. I don't know whose birthday actually this comes out for on Saturdays. I think there's a special time that Donna brings this out. But thank you, Donna. We really appreciate it. It was nice seeing you today as well. And
socially
always
distancing.
Always thinking about you guys.
And yes. Yep.
So Thursday, we're going to talk about food. But because we're talking about food, Naz, I want to share this first.
Share it.
Before we bring on a special guest.
We're good at sharing.
We're talking food. And I got an old photo. And check this out. This is the snack bar
when it was under renovation.
Yeah, right when Gennaro's was coming in, taking over the pizzeria.
That's craziness.
Yeah, we used to allow people to sit at the counter. That was something we did away with first.
Yeah,
my grandfather used to sit in the first
stool.
Seat.
I remember
all the way to the left, enjoying his coffee. When he was alive. But this was this has to be 98, 99, maybe 2000. 98, 99, I think. But this was right when Gennaro's was coming in. Pizzeria on the right-hand side, which was just put in. That was
brand new.
Converted at that point first, and then stools taken out. And as if you know, it looks very different today.
It looks very different.
So check that. That's our anniversary photo of the day. 25 years.
Oof, 25 years.
And 45 days in quarantine.
45, which feels like way more than 25 years.
It certainly does. Hey, we got a great show today. We have some special guests. Now, it wouldn't be a Thursday if we didn't have the one and only Pam Silvestri. And so, hi, Pam.
Hi, Pam.
How are you? Hello from West Brighton.
We're doing all right. Hello from beautiful West Brighton. It's not so beautiful today.
Yeah, it's a little mizzly out, but it seems like every Thursday has been mizzly, right? Every food Thursday. I don't know, but
you know what I found hard to believe. They were saying that I feel like it rains 5 days out of 7 in a week. And they said that we are short rainfall by like 50 to 70%. It doesn't
really?
I feel like it rains every other day.
It's the weather has not cooperated. It sort of adds.
Not at all.
But I was looking at the scroll here, and people are very excited to see Camille. Camille Mulé Pizzo is the woman who tends this great new Facebook page that started during the pandemic. It's called Quarantinecuisine, and it's really fantastic. It's got a really good temperament, and it's very, very good. And also, Cucina Teresa is with us, right? And she's fantastic. She's been around for quite a while with Facebook and is very interactive with people. And she has her dog Oliver, which acts as her sous chef.
I love her photos about. We'll talk about that when she comes on. But I do love seeing Oliver in her photos. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good stuff. So I'm excited to see everybody. And also, I just wanted to mention somebody had asked about chickens.
Somebody was a permit.
If you want to, I guess I'm assuming if you want to have whole chickens for eggs, do you need a permit or something to hold on to chickens?
Yeah, you don't need a permit in New York City. You need only to have hens, which are female chickens, and they are egg layers. That's fine. You can't have a rooster because they're loud and they cock-a-doodle-doo after they're about 6 months old. Once they get their rooster voice, and it's very loud. And if you've never heard a rooster cock-a-doodle-doo up close, it's incredible because you can hear it for blocks. But in any case, you can also you can have up to 6 hens legally in New York City. But they, as long as they're not intrusive or bothering the neighbors, and you clean the pen, nobody really messes with you. So anyway, that's hopefully that answers your questions. You do have to buy them from like a legitimate source, or hatch them yourself, but
there's no black market chick buying.
No black market chick buying. That's correct.
Pam, did you get to see, was it yesterday we showed the video of the chickens or the day before? Did you happen to see the video of our chickens that we shared?
I did not.
Okay, so our guest from Sunday, Kevin and his family, as we joke around as is the family zoo in the neighborhood. Ryan loves animals, and they wanted to, I guess through school, we're going to hatch a chicken. Right. So they got, and they read up on this, and they learned that you would get maybe 1 out of every 6 eggs, that actually hatch. Guess what? All 6 hatch.
Oh, wow. We
built this thing in the house. So the chicken conversation has been continuous since Sunday.
Yes.
So now that we have the expert here, I'm assuming that's why the question came out. Brian, do you want to have some chickens and hens in your yard? Is that what's happening here? The Board of Health permit, is that a concern either? If you've got them and raising them for eggs? No.
You can get, I'll tell you right now that you can't have a turkey. Even though turkeys are wild on Staten Island, we hatched a turkey for my kid's kindergarten class several years ago, and we raised it. It was a wonderful bird. It was actually very kind of cool, and his name was Lucky. And Lucky, the kids named him. And anyway, Lucky had to go to a farm because we were, the health department came by and gave us a ticket. We had $1,000 fine. And yeah.
Oh. Yeah, thanks, kids.
Chickens, but just not turkeys. But
we don't need any more turkeys here. We have enough.
Yes. Oh, by you have a lot of turkeys down there.
We do. We certainly do. Hey, quick, share with us. I caught a little bit of this morning. What's up going on in the restaurant scene? Yeah. I know there was some excitement happening this week.
Yeah, we have a lot of restaurants are reopening after being closed for a few weeks. At the top of my list right now, I just heard from Real Madrid, and they're opening up actually in a couple of days. We also have let's see here, Italianismo in South Beach is also open today. And a lot of these places, including like Max Zesca and Zio Toto and La Fontana and, out in Tottenville, Rob DeLuca's Italian restaurant. A lot of these places are doing packages for Mother's Day. So I guess the hope is just to get, back open and inventories all stocked and everything else so that, they can do well for Mother's Day. I mean, Easter was a boom for a lot of restaurants, even with the curbside pickup and whatnot. So I think that people are hoping that Mother's Day will be another shot in the arm. But anyway, Italianissimo for $165. Italianissimo has a package, a family of 6 it's intended for that. It's got everything from like lamb chops and salmon and pasta and stuffed artichokes and all sorts of stuff in there. And then
does it include their hot antipasto? Because that's one of my favorite things there.
It is good. It is very good. And my stomach is grumbling thinking about like they make the fried zucchini sticks, and I just love that. And they also have the mini calzones. You know, he makes the dough and everything else there. And
I like the garlic. They have the
oh yes,
oh
the horse garlic, yeah.
You know that garlic. Do you remember that was served at Cafe del Mundo originally? That was the guy that was Stefano Sena when he was over there, and Vinny from Bocelli. That was like their original place. So anyway, I don't know if you remember.
I love their grilled octopus. That they grilled. Oh,
food is so
anyway,
good.
Go ahead, keep going. Keep.
Okay. No, but anyway, so I'll just go on just very briefly more. We'll say that a lot of food pantries are having a run on food because they've gotten so many more people that are unemployed and coming, Staten Islanders that are coming down looking for food. I spoke with Father Sishan from St. Paul's Assumption, whatever church down at St. Peter's. I'm sorry, down in St. George. The parishes are all combined, hence the long name. But anyway, a reader of the Advance and on SI Live had referred me to the fact that the pantry was pretty much empty. So I spoke with Father Sishan. He said that 76 people came by, which means that it's like 230 people ultimately when you bring the food back home. And they're like really wanting for pasta, sauce, beans, rice, that sort of thing. So just so you know. And also Pronto Pizza delivered over 10,000 pounds of food to Project Hospitality's largest pantry and soup kitchen, which is at 514 Bay Street. Right. So anyway, they're very well stocked for that.
Yeah, and oddly enough, in the beginning of all this, the food pantries were overstocked, and they were very comfortable. Everybody was okay, and so here we are today.
Their problem at the beginning was staffing,
right? And so now we're getting to a different point where now here comes the true need, and they weren't asking for. I was talking with Diane Arnett at Community Health Action. They weren't looking for food donations; they were looking for hands. And so now the tides have changed a little bit because of the need. So I think, did I read that St. Peter's Pantry is taking donations on Saturday? Is there a specific drop-off time?
They are doing drop-offs between 9 and 5 weekdays. And other than that, you can call the church and make arrangements for somebody to pick up from the curb. You can also donate money to the church, and they will go out and have the people do the shopping for the pantry. So I did put that up on SL Live. The story should be up by now. I keep a diary every day to kind of record what's going on with the restaurants because it's like ebb and flow. They're open, they're closed, and the hours are constantly changing. So, and I just want to encourage also restaurant owners to put on their websites and such the updated hours, the specials. It's very important at this time, especially on Instagram and such, that they date announcements because one day merges into the next, and it's crazy. This is really crazy. So anyway, but people are cooking. People are cooking a lot of Chinese food, and Camille was pointing that out actually. But so anyway, I thought that was interesting. We've been writing about that in the Advance too.
Yeah, so we're going to bring Camille in first, and we're going to bring Cuisine Camille in. But I also wanted to mention, people heard it here first on Live from Rabs when Massimo was with us, that they were launching the virtual wine tasting.
Yes.
And that's tonight.
Oh, right. Oh, my gosh. That is tonight.
So virtual wine tasting is tonight. So if you ordered, I believe it was like it wound up being $70 a person. Depending on where you live, they tacked on a delivery charge because they were delivering on the South Shore. So I know we are looking forward to partaking in that this evening.
I am too.
They're delivering the food and the wine to the house, and then 7:00 there's a Zoom call with the sommelier and the chef. So it'll be fun. Something different to look forward to during all of this.
I just want to also point out that a bunch of other people have been very entrepreneurial about wines and food. And Lori Honor in Stapleton is doing a virtual wine tasting program as well. That's Honor Wines, which is on Beach Street. And one more place is not doing virtual tastings, but Michael Schrader at Jean's Fine Wines in West Brighton has been wonderful with making home deliveries and doing curbside pickup. And he's got some great wines that I guess restaurants aren't using. So there's these great values out there, which is one of the perks of what's happening now with so many restaurants opening, closed, and such.
Yeah, I think when I was over by Jean's, I saw the sign outside, call ahead, and then curbside pickup. I think that was the recommended what they're recommending for folks. So, and a lot of the liquor stores are kind of doing the same thing, unless they deliver, which I've been taking advantage of. So, hi, David.
Yes.
Hi, Frank.
That's fantastic.
So you mentioned our two guests today. So we have Cucina, Teresa, and Camille Pizzo. Hello, ladies.
Hi, ladies.
Hello. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
How we do? So, thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
Nazareth and I have been doing this now for 40 days, and every week Pam pops in and we do a Food Thursday, and we haven't disappointed. We've had some awesome guests, and so I'm glad you ladies popped in with us today.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, Pam had just talked a little bit about Camille, and Camille, you started this Facebook page, Quarantine Cuisines. Talk a little bit about that, because people are cooking at home, and more people are sharing than ever.
Oh,
Something Teresa's been doing forever.
Thank you.
So I've always had a passion for cooking, and being that we are all stuck home with nowhere to go and restaurants being closed, one of the things I figured would be helpful for our community across the United States and even into some parts of Europe was try to bring everyone together to share recipes, to discuss their like of food or ingredients, and everyone could kind of take part in it, which simplifies the entire cooking process. It brings us all to the same point where we are, being that we are all not able to venture out. And it's been doing very well. The group is charming. Everyone in there is extra nice and respectful and very happy to share, which I find extremely nice at this point.
At this point, just kick them out if they don't.
Yeah,
That's
right,
how
exactly.
this works.
Yeah, but it's got 2,500 members as of today, and I mean that's
wow, that's great.
Yeah.
yeah.
We've even reached places like London and Madrid, Germany, just so many people that have been invited by friends and family, and they've all wanted to be a part of it. I think the positivity of the group and the simple asking for a recipe and people wanting to share is one of the pluses of the group. That I believe at the end of the day, not everybody wants to always share their recipe. I'm dying for that crumb cake recipe that you have right there.
Oh, yeah, you're not going to get
Yeah.
that one. No.
We've been after Donna for years about this recipe.
I could see it looks marvelous, so I get that.
Yeah, here, wait. If we had smell-o-vision.
Oh,
Yeah, smell that? Smell it?
Yeah, I definitely could envision it. Yes.
Yeah.
As a foodie, yes.
One day we're going to get her to give it to us, and we'll publish it. We're going to make some money off of it.
well, she can make some money off it.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
We want to help her out there.
Yeah.
Well, what really was the inspiration? So you a home cook? What's the?
I am a home cook. I've had a catering business, a very small one. I work for an investment bank, and I am an administrative assistant I'm on a floor of over 500 brokers. And basically what happens there is one of the marketing tools is ordering food for our clients. One of the requests along the lines was that there wasn't basic home cooked Italian food in 20 some odd years that I'm doing this. There was a lot of fancy food, but none of the home cooked style Italian food. My husband and I took that as a personal request, and we started a small catering business. So anytime anybody wanted a homemade sandwich, we came up with a short menu, 18 sandwiches, and that's how we started delivering into Manhattan. Unfortunately, due to some of the bureaucracies of licensing and permitting, I had to stop it. I wasn't in Staten Island. I just was not able to get what I needed to launch it in the proper way. And I let it go. Bella Mamas helped me for a while. I gave them a lot of the business. But now it's just back to home cooking. One of the things that I've always enjoyed doing, and I'm talking since I'm 14 years old and being 21 now, it's about 7 years. One of the things I've enjoyed tremendously is tell me what's in your refrigerator and I'll tell you what to do with it. And that's one of my
cool.
favorite hobbies. I just have like a knack for it. And even for here, I repurpose everything. Somehow or another, I'll figure it out. And that's been something that a lot of friends have tapped into through the years. So when this all came about, I saw so much negativity going online in chat rooms, in different Zooms, and it was either drinking or people focusing on getting sick and eventually dying. And I had to remove myself from this chatter. So I immediately went to my passion, which is food. And I thought that if I enjoy it, I'm sure a lot of people would as well. Started it. I originally called it Quarantine Cuisine. A few friends reached out and asked that I change it to, Quarantine Kitchen. They reached out and thought it would be a better name to call it Quarantine Cuisine. I did that. Now we're starting to put a favorite recipe on the page so we could cameo a recipe a week from part of the community. And it's actually working out. And like I said, the best part of it is how respectful the entire community of Quarantine Cuisine is. And it does reach far places. And I'm very proud of it.
Yeah, that's cool. And there's a handful. There are a handful of groups, and I like it because it's local. It's everybody that a lot of people from our community. But then it's cool to see people from all over the place. So it's going to continue to grow. What's your favorite thing that you've seen so far get posted?
There was I don't have her name off the top of my head. There was a couple that just had an anniversary, and they made this coolest dessert in these old-fashioned fountain glasses for themselves. I will send it to you. I had to remark upon it because they were so creative for themselves to use, I guess, M&Ms or whatever they had at home, Oreo crumbs and ice cream. It was a celebration for themselves, to themselves, full of just love and sweetness. It just spoke the love that they had for themselves in that one dish.
That's cool.
Nice.
That's really cool. I'm in there, and I'm going to start posting because all we've been doing is cooking. Tonight will be the third time in 45 days that we actually had takeout food.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah. So we've been cooking, but it's fun. I love to cook. It's a stress relief for me. So
definitely.
to be able to go home and whip something up, and then my brother who's with us is driving me crazy, but he's cooking every day, and it's great. It really is great because he was out of the kitchen for 2 years after he had a little accident with a knife, and we are just cooking crazy. So I'm going to start posting some photos and some recipes. It's been fun.
You know what also would be nice, Pam, if some of these restaurants, like the event that's happening tonight, right? That the virtual dinner and wine tasting pairing, that would be great advertised in that room, because I think people do get tired of cooking. So seeing something like that in a local fashion would be so nice that people would, I think, take advantage of taking a break and being able to order in. And I didn't even know about it. I would have done something like that.
Yeah, I mean, anywhere to broadcast that sort of thing. I'm curious, are you going to keep the name Quarantine Cuisine when this is all over?
You know what? We could always call it post-quarantine cuisine.
That's true. But,
I actually asked the team, the whole community, if they want to do like a post-quarantine workout group after this.
Absolutely.
We're gonna need it after eating all the food.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be fun? We could do boot camp in like Clove Lake Park and then go into the Stone House or something like that.
Perfect. Go boot camp, and then we're gonna go eat. I love it. That's
Drink. Yep.
way to
Yeah.
way to my heart. Hey, Teresa, how are you holding up over there?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Right now, I have the Traeger grill going, and I have some baby back ribs and some chicken on there.
Incredible.
Oh,
You guys.
That takes about 5 hours. I've just put we had some leftover fresh fruit that was going bad, so we used the juice of that. And I seasoned it with a lot of good stuff. And then I just poured the juice over it before we started. And I made some artichokes yesterday, and I didn't finish them off, so we'll have those tonight also.
Nice.
You know, there's nothing like having fresh veggies and fresh produce because you can do so much. And to your point, one of the things that we were talking last week about, figs in your garden, finding different ways to utilize whatever you have. And if you've got stuff that's going bad, go ahead, squeeze it up. That's a good tip.
Especially figs that go bad, you could always make a fig. You could make a fig puree, and you can make a nice pizza with that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna make that tomorrow. I have some figs that are going a little bad, so people just, you see like little white hairs on them, you throw them out, but not me. I would rinse them off and drain them and put them in the food processor with a little honey. And I'm gonna make a fig glaze, make a nice pizza with arugula and prosciutto and cheese.
All right, I'm coming over. Hey, where did you get your figs from?
I actually got them on Highland and Buell. I don't know if I say the name right. I always confuse it. Is it Oriama or
Ariana's.
Ariama's? So they have some purple mission figs there. They're very small. They're not big, but I bought like three little pints of them, and I used them in some salads and stuff. But they're going bad, so I'm going to make the glaze tomorrow.
I'm calling Freddie and I'm putting an order on my way home. Hey, for somebody like here, he's adapted over time. He gets a lot of fresh produce from Jersey and brings it in. So all the fruit and stuff that I've ever picked up has been good, but I haven't seen figs. I haven't been there in a few weeks, so I think I'm going to call him up. That's good to know.
Yeah, he has nice stuff there.
Yeah. Figs. All right, we're back to Pam. It always comes back to figs.
You mentioned figs, and it crosses so many different cultures and generations. People are into it, and we have our fig festival, which has attracted a lot of attention. Also, and people reach out from all over the country to ask fig questions at the advance. So that's very nice to hear that people are into it.
Did I hear you say the other day there's a tentative date for this year?
Yes. At this point, on September 15th, it's every year at September 15th at 6 p.m. It changes locations usually, but last year we found a home for it at the Lighthouse Museum, National Lighthouse Museum in St. George. And I'm not sure if it's going to happen for sure this year. It has to, we have to figure out social distancing and see where we are at that point. But I'm sort of dubious that it'll happen. But maybe we could do like a virtual wine tasting type of thing like this. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
But
well, listen, anyway, people are going to be looking for events in the fall. So, and again, there are going to be some first that are going to be the first to go do it, and then we'll see what it looks like. Yeah. I'm hoping by then we could get to some normalcy. God, knock on wood, God willing, we can get to some normalcy and go enjoy some things. Teresa, you not only cook and showcase your cooking every day, which I salivate when I see your photos. And of course, with the little guy. So you also have, and through the years, if anybody's seen Teresa hoarding her stuff, I wouldn't say hoarding, she's selling her stuff, salad dressings. Talk a little bit about that, the side hustle you got.
Well, right now I'm not. My husband said to me not to stop it for a while until everything's settled, and then I have a lot of that want salad dressing, but I feel that I'll live with it. So once the governor says that we're clear, I'll start making it again, and then I'll send out an order. But I have to say, the two girls, the two girls that are making the masks, the two young ladies, Mike Leo's daughter.
Yeah.
So she loves my salad dressing. So I said she gets unlimited salad dressing for the rest of her life because she's so wonderful. Both daughters that are doing so much beautiful work in the community. And
That's awesome. I have salad dressing. I have some Cucina Teresa salad dressing in my refrigerator. That balsamic is certainly one of my favorites. That last time we were together. And what got you into that? What said, oh, I got a bottle. I'm going to start bottling the things I'm making and selling.
Well, when I learned to cook from my grandmother, and then when I was 40, I went to culinary school, and then I just thought, when I was in culinary school, I was like the oldest woman in there. They were all young kids. So they taught us how to make salad dressing. So I started to create my own. So it was pretty good. It worked out good. But then I used to sell it in the bowl jar, and then I upgraded and had analytical done, and so far so good.
Yeah, they're much easier to use out of those plastic bottles for sure.
Yeah, it took me a while to find the correct bottle. I did a lot of research on it because it's from a hot pour and it has to be a certain temperature, and you have to. But I found it, so that's a good thing.
That's cool, and it's great stuff. So anybody that sees Teresa out there selling, be sure to pick up those bottles. All right, I have a question. We're going to go around the horn here. Something that we've debated a little bit. I don't know if we've did it with a group this size. Camille first. Is it gravy or sauce?
Sauce, gravy, brown.
Teresa?
Well, I grew up in my family from northern Italy, and my grandmother, I used to watch her, and I don't get into politics, but I say gravy sauce. I don't like any fights on my cooking page, so I put gravy sauce or sauce gravy, but that's how I grew up. It was always Sunday gravy.
Okay. Pam?
I'm going with gravy because that's how I grew up, but my husband introduced me to the word sauce, so Sunday sauce. And
I was taught marinara, I say, with my New York accent, is sauce. And
you know what? I think,
yeah.
I mean, technically, anything with the gravy has meat in it, so
Correct.
that's
And most of us, if we're making a Sunday sauce, it's gravy because we're putting meat in it. Yeah, it's funny. It's Sunday sauce in our house. However, we do say both. To Teresa, we actually do say it comes out gravy sauce. But it's sauce.
We're sauce people.
We're sauce, and there's always tons.
I'll eat gravy. If you call it gravy, I'll still eat it.
Yeah, right. I don't care what.
I don't care what you call it.
And so everybody makes the best meatball. Right? No, everybody makes the best meatball. I have never heard somebody say, "Oh, my people suck." I make the best meatball.
Yeah, it's a bragging point.
So, what goes in the gravy, or Camille, in your sauce? What goes in the sauce? What's like your signature to go to when you're making Sunday sauce?
Lamb shanks.
Oh.
That's our signature to make it sweet, and butter, no sugar. If it turns out that we get a acidy can of sauce, we'll put a little bit of butter in place of. I know a lot of people use sugar, and sometimes my husband's family used to say to use a potato.
Yeah,
and then throw out the potato. I've never done that.
Yeah, David's family David does that. My husband does that.
Yeah.
But it's interesting. Talking about meatballs, I today was just writing about this place out in Tottenville. It's called Manja, and they have meatballs that they make with. Did our feed just go off? I'm sorry. They make meatballs with cannoli nuts and raisins, and they stuff it with provolone. Yeah. You guys make it that way? I'm just curious.
No, I don't.
I'm not Bolivian, so I don't make it that way. But my grandmother used to make it. Yeah.
but it's so good, like
Yeah,
so
yeah.
tasty that way. So
Something
anyway,
different.
that's not from my
Something
family
different.
back.
Teresa, what's the signature thing that goes in your gravy sauce?
Well, growing up when I was little, I was born in Brooklyn and then we moved to Staten Island. But when I was about 10 or 11, I used to take the bus and go to Brooklyn and spend the summers with my grandmother, Teresa. And she's the one that took me in every Sunday. She was fresh jumbo and stuffed skin, golden. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. And just amazing. The food was amazing. And I have to say, I owe that to her. You know, all the fantastic food that I make. You know, besides going to culinary school, I learned all the gourmet side. You know, she was just a cook when we used to eat like delicious foods all the time, but I didn't know the gourmet side, like the pan sauces. You know, we didn't make. My grandmother never made a pan sauce, but that was good that I learned that. But that's you know.
All those little tricks, right? All those,
Yeah,
everybody's
yeah.
got them. Naz, in your sauce, what would you say is the thing that you do or that you grew up with?
Oh, well, we grew up with like such a variety of food. We weren't like an every week Sunday sauce family, but it was mostly sausage or meatball, just the typical Americanized stuff.
I like that lamb shank idea.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Yeah, good. I'm gonna try that.
Yeah, we throw
Yeah,
everything.
same here.
We'll try anything. Pam, what about your gravy?
Well, I like to braise sweet sausage in the bottom of the pot, and then I add a little bit of red wine to deglaze it a little bit. And then from there, I just add the meatballs and I put a brajol in there, either a pork or a beef brajol. The beef is usually better, or a short rib. Put short ribs in there, and that's really good. But my husband does not put red wine in there. My husband and he puts tons of onion and garlic in there. I put garlic in there too, but I don't like it chunky, and the kids won't eat it if there's any kind of like whole things in there. I have to defer to them on that. So.
What about everybody with the tomatoes? What does everyone prefer as far as making their pork gravy? What kind of tomato do you use?
Oh, that's a good question. That's a debate.
I use the whole peeled ones, and then from there, and they cook them down, and then sometimes I'll hit it with the burr mixer, and blend it. Yeah, I mean that's usually how we roll. But
Camille?
So my family, my mom and I was taught to make our own jars in September.
oh,
We did all our tomato jars on average of 200 each September. We've stopped that in the last couple of years.
oh wow,
I have found that Hunt's is one of the least acidy of all of them. But I'll be honest, you could tweak any of them. So I go to the can sale and figure it out afterwards.
smart.
So you're not sold on any specific brands, if that's the case.
No.
All right.
No.
Teresa, what are you using?
Muir Glen. I don't know if you've ever had that. They have these fire roasted tomatoes, and they are so good. I don't know if you've ever had that.
Are they?
That's what I use.
You said fire roasted?
Yeah, it's called Muir Glen fire roasted tomatoes, and it's got this like edge of like a little char to it. It's so delicious that it actually takes the edge of that acidity off, or balances well. Like it works very well with meat in particular. So it's expensive. I think it's organic. It's all organic.
Yeah.
Where do you get
It is
that?
organic. Yeah, that's what I use.
Yeah.
Where do you
Teresa,
buy
since
them?
you asked, now what do you use?
Well, I love Cento.
Yep.
That's my favorite. I usually every 6 months get a big delivery of my Cento tomatoes, big cans, and I seem to love them. I think they're very sweet. I mean, there's times you don't know about a can of tomatoes, so sometimes you would have to add. I would add red wine, but usually I don't. I find them to be, they melt down, And sometimes my husband likes to use the emergency blender, but I regularly don't. A lot of people would ask that question. They just, when they cook, when you cook a sauce gravy, it would break down, and it's just amazing, the flavor, you know.
Yeah, we're Cento users too. Cento San Marzano crushed and whole plum peeled.
Yeah.
And I like a nice chunky sauce.
Me too.
But what we use for paste though, we use red pack paste because
Red pack, that's what I use.
we use that.
Yeah.
We find that when we use paste.
I don't really use the paste in my sauce gravy.
I think that depends on
you know what? The more it cooks, the more it reduces, and that's how you get your thickness. It breaks down the tomato, and it's just. Well, I have to say, last week the sauce gravy I made, I had purchased these homemade hot sausages, and they were extremely hot. I don't know what they put in them, but it made the flavor of the sauce. It was really incredible, but it was just so hot. My husband said, "What did you put? Did you put Tabasco in there?" And I was like, "No, it was the sausage." And I have to find out, where I bought it and ask them what they put in there, But it was really good. It was amazing.
I'd have to make my own because I'll eat that. Nobody else in my family will eat it.
I actually just purchased. I love homemade pasta, but I ventured out on making my own homemade pasta. But now I just bought the attachment to the Cucina that makes like the rigatoni and Mulé and spiral. And I'm going to experiment that. Maybe on Friday.
There's nothing like homemade pasta. We talked about this the other day. Has anybody tried we've just Banza, the chicken pasta? Have you tried that yet?
Yes.
Wait, what's the name of it? I didn't hear that.
Banza, Banza.
Oh, in the supermarkets they have that, right?
Chickpea pasta.
Oh,
okay.
It's creamy and almost tastes like homemade pasta. It's a nice alternative if obviously if anybody's eating gluten free or whatever it might be. But we tried it the other night, and I will tell you, it's really good.
It's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
But nothing like homemade pasta. Like really.
David makes this. It's a ravioli. It's his grandmother's recipe, and he takes mortadella and kind of cooks it down. And he just puts that with a lot of parsley and spinach. Sorry, spinach and fresh ricotta cheese, and that is just fantastic. It's like
he incorporates that in the dough, in the pasta dough.
He puts that as the filling.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, with the little sage butter sauce sometimes.
I love that's some great sage butter is very. See, that's what I learned in culinary school. Sage butter sauces and all those pan sauces, which are wonderful. Fattening, but wonderful.
Very true.
But I shop a lot. We have the Net Coast market, the Russian market on and they have these veal dumplings, which are amazing. And I made like a pan sauce with sage butter, and I put peas in it, and it was just amazing.
How is Net Cost these days?
It's very good, very nice. They have very good, the lines aren't bad. They only let a certain amount of people in at a time, and everybody has to stay 6 feet apart when you cash out. And it's very clean. I love it.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Wow. Good.
I missed that store.
Yeah, but here it's very, I venture out into, haven't been in Jersey in a while, but my sister-in-law lives in Jersey. They have a Net Coast market that's 4 times the size of here.
Oh, wow.
Because that's Jersey. And I would love if they had like a big market like that here. It's amazing. The food that they have in New Jersey, it's like amazing.
I know. It is incredible. You have to go over the bridge to get to 11. But I found that ShopRite in Charleston has stepped it up quite a bit. That ShopRite out there, but It is good.
You know what? I went to that shop right about 3 times. I find there's no parking there.
Yeah.
And, I have to park like 2 blocks away to go to the store. And to me, I'd rather go to Jersey.
Mm.
The Outer Bridge is right there, and they have the fresh farmers markets, you know, and you get good produce. But I did, I posted it yesterday with the artichokes. I think it's called Staten Island produce.
What's it called?
Wait, I'm going to give you a shout out because it was very nice. He gave me a complimentary basket. Produce special, Staten Island, New York, on Instagram. It's called Produce Specials, Produce Special, Staten Island, New York.
Okay, I'll remember that.
And he came to my porch and he gave me artichokes and he gave me a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, which was very nice. And I made the artichokes today, but I have to finish them off. But they were really nice, beautiful produce. And he said he delivered. So if you go on his Instagram and you want a fruit basket,
That's good to know.
yep.
He's got the website's producespecialsny.com. We'll have to check that out.
It's called, wait a second, I'm sorry. Let me just get the correct one.
I had to put it in.
I don't want to do the wrong name.
You know, when they reopen shop right here in New York, it's supposed to be very similar to what they've done in Charleston.
South Shore. Yeah.
So the one in Charleston is great. They've got a lot of fresh food, homemade food, the grab and go type thing, which you would find in Wegmans.
Yeah.
I will say that because of the condensed parking lot and the amount of people going in there, it does turn you off to go in there.
Yeah.
But it's a fantastic store. So
Yeah.
it'll be nice when this city here in New York moves and reopens.
Oh,
Yeah.
then I'll be going shopping there when it opens there. But right now, I don't really go into that. I mean, I feel bad, but I don't really go in that shop, right? The parking lot is crazy there, and it's, you know, not my favorite place. But the name is, I'm sorry, it's Produce Specials and NY.
I was just noticing some of the comments here. Jean Mafaro Fusco says that sometimes she used Pommy strained. Otherwise, it's Cento red pack and the whole peeled. Yeah, Pommy is a great brand.
Yes.
That is a great brand. And then Agnes uses the fire roasted tomatoes, but not for the Sunday sauce. Yeah, it's expensive. Yeah, I use it you use it with like a broccoli rabe or what have you. So anyway,
that sounds good. That's one thing I haven't made during quarantine. Good old broccoli rabe. I haven't really seen it.
Well, actually, the product guy sent me 2 beautiful heads of broccoli rabe, and I blanched them and I cooled them down and I put them in the freezer.
I just had a delivery this morning. I'm having a live cooking class on Saturday at 1. I'm making a homemade egg roll, Italian egg rolls, and it's chocolate and sausage with a risotto.
Oh,
that's
So, 1 o'clock on Saturday, and that's going to be on the Quarantine Cuisines page or your personal page.
That's correct.
Cool. So check out.
If you go on there, all the ingredients are posted. So if you want to play along or get yourself set up to maybe have them that day, we could do it all together.
oh,
That's cool.
So today I'll be sorting a lot of broccoli rabe.
Getting ready. Hey Pam, Girardi's they're back open, right?
Yeah.
Girardi's is open and they're doing great. They have their plants and a lot of herbs and things like that. We bought broccoli plants, put them in the ground already. And the green market at St. George and at the Staten Island Mall are open consistently, rain or shine, through the whole pandemic. They've done a great job. Use social distance and use the hand sanitizer if you need it there. But they've been pretty good. And this weekend, the seafood guy will be back at the St. George Market. Also, Rabbit Run Farm. He has great cheeses, goat cheese in particular that he makes very well. So, yeah.
Naz, so we talked a little bit about this. Naz and I get the fresh produce via every week through Misfits Market. It's a box that you get, all organic, straight from the farm. But one of the things that I got in one of the first times were broccoli leaves. And they were these big, beautiful broccoli leaves. I didn't know what to do with it. We wound up cutting them up and using them in a nice vegetable soup. But you wind up seeing different things.
Yeah, definitely.
And it forces you, because I
go
would
out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, if I went into varieties and I saw them, I go, oh, what would I do with that? But it's so nice that I get this box. So now when I do go to varieties, I go, oh, all right, now I know now I'll buy it, because now I know.
Now you know, right.
It forced me to say, all right, let's try something.
Right.
Yeah. But see, carrot tops too. You can take carrot tops and make a pesto out of it, and pretty much make pesto out of anything. But that's yummy. But anyway, use it instead of using basil if you don't have basil, or even and I'm not a fan of this one, but beet tops. I'm not a fan of beets, but you could shave them up and put a little vinegar on it and make it into almost like a salad, like a slaw. So.
Yeah, it's funny. When you buy beets, it depends. You don't really see that. A lot of times you don't get the tops.
Right.
They're a lot of times they're already cut off, or they're all over the place. You don't really like beets, Pam?
Oh, I hate them. I can't.
Oh no.
Not a fan. Not a fan. But
we might have to break up.
Sorry, I know they're great with feta cheese, and you can mask the disgusting flavor with goat cheese.
Okay.
I'm not a fan of them either, but in a nice salad, I will eat them. If it has tons of flavor, goat cheese and pinoli nuts, and you mix it all together, and it camouflages the beet.
All right, here's a charge, and I didn't eat beets for a long time until I tried them this way. I roast them, but basically char them. So you could do it one of two ways. You could olive oil, salt, pepper, let them sit after you clean them, put them on the rotisserie of the barbecue. You get the big ones, and you let them go. You want the skins to be blistered so that when they basically fall off the rotisserie, and when you open it up, it's got a totally that flavor is completely changed. Add some olive oil, and you can add some cheese to it too. What do you got? Oh, Camille was saying
Camille
goodbye.
went to go get some beets.
But we love beets. We like beets, but that's okay. We won't hold that against you.
You know what did come that I don't think Frankie or I was collard greens. They're big, beautiful leaves, and I got them. I was like, wow, I'm gonna have to do some research on what to do with these. But
they're delicious. They're delicious.
Yeah, they were great. They were really, really good. I was surprised, so I tried something new.
Hey, I love collard greens, so especially when traveling south, because you get them in all different ways, and everybody and in the south, everybody makes the best collard greens. Everybody makes the best green. Yeah, okay.
Well, right. I've had them. I just haven't cooked them myself. So yeah.
What'd you say? The tip was to put the leaves in the pan.
Yeah, that's the way. Yeah, that's the way I ended up cooking them. They came out really, really great.
I usually blanch them real quickly, 2 minutes, and then put them in a cool bath, and then render some pancetta.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And make a nice honey sauce, like a truffle honey sauce. Really good.
Fancy them up,
and took the healthiness right out of it.
I'm gonna get off this now, and I'm gonna go eat because I'm so hungry from the whole discussion.
Hey, thank you. First of all, thank you, ladies, both for joining us.
Thank you for inviting me.
No, thank you, and thank you to Camille. But first, before you go, we do a segment every day. The pet of the day, and so of course, in theme, Teresa, your face is going to get covered for a moment, but we're going to show off. You'll see him. This is your little guy. Anytime the pet of the day, when you see Teresa's post with food, her sous chef is always by her side, little Oliver, and I don't want to peg him for anything but a foodie, but he seems to be an alcoholic too.
I give him a little taste of the wine. I put it on my pinky, but he's wonderful. Actually, he's on Barry's Auto Body. Michelle Krupe, I took a photo of him in my husband's old car that he has. And she goes, oh, can I share this post on my page? And it says that Oliver's going out for a detail. He's driving to get a detail. And it's on her page. Yeah, it's wonderful. Yeah, he's amazing. He was given to us. My old dog had passed away, and I said to my husband, I don't want a dog. And then we had my niece met up with this woman that was getting rid of him, and his name was Tasmanian. And I was like, oh no, he must be crazy and whatever. And when we met him, he was an abused dog, and he has a lot of insecurities. He has anxiety. He doesn't like yelling, but he's very loving. He's very loving. With all that, he's very loving.
Oh, wow.
We love him to death.
He's cute. Hey, I got to ask though. Welcome back, Camille. We were just saying goodbye and showed off the pet of the day. But I have to, Teresa. How do you get him to act so calm and take those photos? How does that work?
One day I just happened to put him on the stool, and then he touched the countertop with his paws, and my husband goes, "Oh my God, take a picture!" And from there, he just does it. He's like, his mind just tells him to do it, and he'll take the picture, and then of course you have to feed him it.
Of course, that's it.
Yeah, but he's just wonderful. I mean, he makes me very happy. You know, in these bad times, he makes me happy.
Yeah,
Even though I want to kill my husband about every other day.
We're not going to go there, but I do have to say thank you to you and your husband, because you guys also do some great work in our community.
Absolutely.
And that doesn't go unseen. So thank you for what you guys do.
Well, guys, I got to take off, and I very nice to see you. Thank you for having me very much. I enjoy Thursdays very much, and I hope Camille and Cucina, Teresa come back on again. And
Thank you.
Yeah.
thank you.
Thank you again, ladies, and we'll see you soon.
Everyone.
Okay.
And stay tuned and keep on Camille's Facebook.
I'm on your page, Camille. I'm on your page.
All
I'll
right.
go on yours. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, guys. Have a good one.
Bye, thank
See you.
you.
Bye-bye.
Oh, that was fun.
Another Thursday and
Filled with food.
food, and now I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Looking forward to. And we're not cooking tonight, so
I can't even go home. Well, I usually we'll go home now, and I make Ray a nice salad that he has in the afternoon, and then we have dinner. We'll have dinner later.
we've been trying to. So we make a salad every day, so it's always a salad with before, and we're just trying. Just if it's there, it goes in the salad.
Yeah. Yep.
But every morning we open up. They make fun of me now because I feel like the produce Nazi. I'm constantly checking because now that we're home and we're cooking, you don't want stuff to go bad.
I can't. It's funny because I after months of with Ray's diet, him having the salad every day and a lot more produce in our house. I mean, you would open my refrigerator and it would come tumbling out pretty much. But I finally got nice and organized, and I as soon as it comes into the house, I wash it, I separate everything, and I got a nice little flow right now. So I take out in the morning usually, or the night before, depending on what kind of salad I'm doing. I'll just take out whatever I'm putting in there, and like you said, it's like, what do we got today?
It's an episode. It's like an episode of Chopped in my house.
Yeah.
All right, we've got
in the salad.
It's going in the salad. We always, if you look in the pantry, there are always olives, artichoke hearts, sun-dried tomato. There's always those things. So
Right.
you have those, and then it's all right. What's the green?
Right.
Or we do a lot of the white salads, the fennel, the endives, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But I open up the drawer. We really should use this. Well, how are we going to use this? I don't really care how we're going to use this, but we got to use it.
And the best thing is, my nutritionist says you want to try to get as many colors into your salad as you can, into your fruit, into whether it's fruit or whether it's vegetables. The more colors you have, the more healthy it is. So, so use those colors. Use white, red, green, purple, whatever you got. Throw it in there.
Colors.
That's
true. Colors.
Yeah. Three colors.
You heard it here. And the Rourkes is sharing beans and greens.
Yeah, I'm going to look up some, because actually in my last box, I got these huge leaves. So they're sitting in, that's the only thing I haven't really tackled from my last box on Tuesday was the collard greens.
And that's the broccoli leaves wound up in like a lentil vegetable soup in that.
Oh, you like, yeah.
Mix really good. So Naz, check out our meme of the day. What do we got?
Oh,
now this is this would have been 5 days ago, but that's okay.
Oh, right, because it's actually day 40 for us for the show. Smoothie. Oh, today I woke up, had a smoothie, and did an at-home workout. Translation: started drinking margaritas at 10 a.m. and fell down the stairs. That's very good. But it is funny that I think it was Camille mentioned that when she went on Facebook, it was all pretty much about drinking and getting sick and dying. And there is obviously a lot of people home drinking.
Yeah. I told you if I wasn't coming here each day, I'm sure I would start drinking earlier. And it's just because you're home. You're home. So now I would probably go walk around the block. I would probably go outside more like I would do. But yeah, I probably would. I'd be snacking all day. And the Costco order that I received would have more snacks in it. I try to stay away from it.
Yeah, if I'm going to cook something, I'll bring in like maybe a dessert, but I try not to keep snacky food at home.
Right. Because
it'll be continuous.
Well, we try to pick different snacks, like we try as good as you can get.
Right.
Like one of the new ones we like, I think they're called Wisps. They're basically the
Parmesan Wisps.
Parmesan. All it is Parmesan cheese. We can make them ourselves, really.
Right, exactly.
It's all just baked cheese, and they puff it up.
And I like to crunch those up and put them on the salad too. Parmesan Wisps are delicious.
They are, and you can eat like 25 of them for 100 calories. I think is like
as long as you don't have
it's just salt.
Yeah,
it's a sodium.
As long as I was going to say, as long as you don't have a sensitivity to cheese or any salt issues, then you're okay.
I'm only allergic to bullshit at this point. Sorry, I said that. So Janine McHale tells us the more color, the more antioxidants, and the more vitamins.
See,
I like this though, and I'm going to say #eat the rainbow.
Eat the. That's actually pretty much, I think, what my nutritionist said.
That's good to know.
Yes, it's definitely healthy for you. Some of the things are. So if you have a sensitivity to some, like Ray has a little bit of a sensitivity to what they're called nightshades. So that's basically peppers, eggplant, which are one of the main things that at the beginning I was putting in his salad to help get different colors. So we had to be a little bit more inventive.
Why are they called nightshades?
I did research on that, and it has something to do with going back in time of how it was grown or what they thought about the vegetable. I don't know. It's a complicated. You're going to look it up, so I'm sure you're going to see what it is.
All right, I'll look it up.
It's anyway.
Really, Fruit Loops in the salad? No, that's not. No, that's gross. That's gross.
That is nasty.
I'm not even a Fruit Loops fan.
They would get soggy too.
Yeah. Lucky Charms, maybe not in the salad.
Lucky Charms. Now you're talking cereal.
So I mentioned it. So food ordering, just so you know, I don't want to give this away, man, because
you're going to get jammed up now because
today I was able to place not only a ShopRite order, I was also able to place a Costco order.
Really?
Costco, yeah. So it looks like
for when
my Costco order came today. It already delivered. I ordered it this morning. It gave me a 5-hour window, an option to drop it at the door.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, so it's been I don't know if they have more drivers. They have more. The only issue they do have. There were a lot of substitution things popping up, so they don't have everything.
So when you do that, do you do the 2-day? Do you do the grocery or
there's
the business?
3 different things.
Yeah.
So Costco kind of splits up. Same day delivery is all the produce. At meats and produce and grocery. If 2-day are going to be your paper products and stuff.
Right.
You can get some of those paper products on the same day delivery.
Okay, so you did
this was grocery.
Okay.
And the paper products are hard to come by, so you can get if they have paper towels, you get one. They're all kind of doing the same thing. And then ShopRite had times that opened up. So I took the time, made a card, order, and then we'll keep adding to it, knowing that.
It's funny. I think people we're so much more resourceful now. I think I feel like we've learned to hunt almost. Like you would normally. Okay, so normally I go to ShopRite once a week and I do my shopping, or I used to order on Amazon, Whole Foods all the time. Well, you know what? That's impossible to get a delivery. So now I'm like hunting for where can I get produce and where can I get meat. And so you know what? But there are things available. I mean, luckily we had Misfits. I order my produce from produce. I don't want to missay the name of it, but a produce place that delivers, and the produce is beautiful. It's not organic, but it's produce,
Right.
And yeah, so that's how you manage it. And I'm using use Montalbanos when I can. For me, I'm gonna place an order with Hook and Rail, and you just become resourceful.
Well, because we're also home more, we're in need of it more than we normally would be.
There's a lot more food flying in my kitchen.
Right. Even like
normally.
our ShopRite orders, we do one every whatever how many weeks, but we
I
get a
can't
lot
believe-
in those
yeah,
orders, and
yeah.
we do. And it's more about the heavy. It's the cans, the heavy stuff, produce and stuff. We typically will go to the store and buy.
Right.
And meats will do the same thing.
Well, yeah, and now that Girardi's is open near me, I'm happy. I pop in there. It's out. It's really outdoors mostly, so I don't feel like doing a sprint when I go into the store. Like I'm like flying around the store just grabbing what I want, running out. But yeah, it's that has helped also. So Girardi's being open is a big thing.
Yeah, especially if you're on
the North Shore.
North
it's
Shore.
a godsend.
Oh, here we go. Foods that considered a nightshade contain.
Who's answering?
This is John Wilders.
Oh, he looked it up.
Alkaloids, which can be alkaloids, is that right?
Yeah.
Which can be inflammatory. Interesting.
Yeah, that's not how they came up with the name, but yes.
Yeah,
some people have a
nightshade.
Sensitivity to the nightshade.
Huh, look at that.
Which it took a while to pin it down what was actually happening and why he was having that sensitivity, because salad and eating a big diet of salad in general is irritating to a lot of people's system anyway, because most people are not used to eating 9 cups plus of salad a day or vegetables a day. So, it does help things move a little more quickly through your system. So, we weren't sure if it was just the high volume of vegetables he was eating or if it was something specific. So I just did a little elimination thing and we got rid of them, and
one thing at a time.
What are you going to do?
You really do. You do. Sometimes you really do never know. But hey, well, we talked a lot about food today. And so
we did. We even went into, we went into food. I think we went deep.
We went deep. I had I don't want to settle the arguments, but I wanted to ask the ladies their opinions on, I think that those are important.
That will be an argument that's never settled. There'll always be gravy and there'll always be sauce.
I just love hearing people's perspectives and why and
why they say it.
You a lot of time it's no all food, right? And I say that like
Yeah.
everybody says they make the best meatball. It's also what you know, right?
Correct.
And so I'm not knocking your meatball. It's what you
Right.
know.
It's what you either maybe it was passed down in your family,
Yeah.
and it's tradition, or it's what the particular tastes that your
Yeah.
family likes. So yeah, it definitely. But it is an interesting question.
The Sunday sauce in my house has changed over the years, though.
Oh, so how has it changed? How would
It's
you
still
say?
good. It's always good.
Okay.
I think that times when mom makes a sauce, she might forget something, or just
she's just changing it up. She's not forgetting.
no.
She's changing
Sometimes I
it
don't
up.
think so. The only thing that does change, like over time, like we use less onions because the agita, and there are things that stuff.
Right.
But and it's funny. Anthony makes a sauce. My brother, we all make a sauce, and it's all different.
Right.
It's all different.
Well, because
Tommy-
everybody's got their own little spin on it.
Yeah, and there's a lot of tradition because the basic, right? And then Tommy learned really in the firehouse. He cooks more now after being in the firehouse and then cooking,
Right.
and then so he does it.
Not anymore.
Just doing more then, and so
It's different.
Yeah.
It's different. It's not bad or good. It's just different.
well, tomorrow's Friday,
It is Friday.
Episode 41. and tomorrow night who we have a special guest. Who's our guest tomorrow?
Dr. Dean Hinnitz. He is a sports psychologist, and he is a awesome speaker. He just knows so much about the mental game. I mean, I know him from the bowling side. I'm assuming maybe he speaks on other sports, which are all basically the same, and getting yourself in a a good place to be able to perform at your top game. And he's fascinating. So if it's something that you like, something that you're interested in, you're looking to really improve your game, then I think you got to tune in tomorrow. There are very few people that I mean, I've seen a lot of people speak, but I totally bought into what he was selling.
He's good. He's good.
He's not
really selling anything. He's helping you out.
No, you know what I mean. I was drinking the Kool-Aid, in other words. He is.
He makes it easy to when he's presenting as well.
Yeah, because it's understandable, it's relatable, and just even the examples that he uses and the way the skills that he uses to get his message across is really, he's top notch.
So tomorrow,
Melissa better be here tomorrow.
Melissa better be watching. She's a fan.
I want her to watch live.
Your niece is saying hello from Massachusetts.
Can I see that? Is she? Oh, hi, Andrea. Oh, I miss you, baby girl.
I haven't seen her in forever.
It's been a long time.
We were talking about last week, at the beginning of all this, the girls from Snack Bar were around and they were playing hide and seek.
That was a few weeks ago.
Yeah, a few weeks. I don't know. Yeah, a few weeks ago. However, when Andrea would come up in the summertime and visit,
yes,
Sundays were historically very, very quiet.
Quiet in the summertime.
We're going back 20 years, but we would about, and there was nobody here. But that was one of the things we used to do on Sundays in the bowling center because nobody was here.
Yeah,
and play hide and go seek. Some funny memories as kids hanging around the bowling alley. Is Rocky Salerno going to be watching tomorrow? I don't know, but we probably should make him watch. He could probably use a little Dr.
Does he need some help with his mental game?
He might need a little Dr. Dean. I don't think it's about his mental game.
Oh, it's just about... Oh, okay. I understand what
you're saying. Friend Rocky. Oh, Kevin, call him up and let him know.
Let him know.
We are here until further notice, 2 p.m. every single day. Hashtag UFN. Hopefully, we're open sooner than later. We don't know. We'd love to know. But we know that May 15th we were extended to, so we are at least coming to you live until May 15th. We'd love to continue doing this every day forever, but I mean, we really don't because we don't have a bowling center business here.
Dig into that.
I already started digging. It's delicious.
I know. I took 2 bites. You did a lot.
The most unhealthy thing I've eaten in 40 days.
Yeah,
in one plate.
In one plate.
Forget about the wine. So. Keep tuning in, and we really appreciate you guys tuning in.
We do.
Saturday is Pro Bowler Hall of Famer Saturday on Live from Rabs.
Right here, ladies and gentlemen.
We're going to be... The plan is that we're going outside.
Yeah.
We're taking the studio outside for the day. We're going to go outside, enjoy the beautiful day. People around the country are going to be having a cookout on their front lawns with their neighbors, social distancing. And so we're going to take our party out in the lot with the one and only Barnes family, Linda and Chris Barnes. Joe Cal comes back to the studio.
I can't wait.
We'll get more useless information from Joe, which
it's information that he thinks is useless, but it's really not.
It's really
useless.
Not. We have lots of useless information too.
Well, 45% of our show at least.
Yeah, but you know what? They're tuning in and watching. If they didn't want useless information, they wouldn't watch.
You're right. Premier Produce is the place where I get the produce delivered.
They get it delivered.
Premier Produce. They deliver on Staten Island, and it is really delicious.
Premier Produce. Good. Check it out.
Yeah.
So we got a great weekend.
Yeah.
And then we're back on Sunday. We're going to continue doing it. I'd be remiss if we didn't mention we lost a member of our bowling family past week. Bill Horner, longtime bowler, good friend of my dad and my uncle's. Grew up around him in the bowling center. He worked in the bowling center. He was in my father's pro shop. Great guy, great bowler on the lanes.
Yeah, very competitive.
Yeah. Oh my God. Even at 70 bowling and then coming back to bowl with the senior men. Competitive. And getting
good guy. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're thinking of the Horner family.
And we also lost Tony Pissarro, Anthony's dad, and Tony's dad, and Frank's Day. And sorry, I'm not good at this, and I stumble, but our prayers are with the Pissarro family and our love, obviously, and he's going to be missed too. He's going to be missed. Well, it's been tough. It's been tough. It's been yeah, but listen, we're here and we're trying to keep everybody going, and
we got great memories of some great people, and that's what we have to hold on to. So we're going to keep on keeping on as long as you keep on keeping on. Don't forget, Rab's Got Talent. You got your talent. Show them off. You've got the May 15th to send us your video to win the prize, and we're looking forward to showcasing.
Many talents are invited. It doesn't have to be singing, or it could be dancing, gymnastics. You know, I was trying to flip through America's Got Talent to see what kind of talent they actually have, and it could be anything. Oh my gosh,
it could be anything.
Could be.
Yes, anything goes.
Yeah, I mean, take a look at TikTok.
We're not getting to that.
We're not going to have a TikTok conversation.
We'll wait till tomorrow.
But I mean, there's talent out there. I know it's out there. So come on.
That was another episode of Live from Rabs, weekly check-in with Pam, Food Thursdays.
And you know what we did today?
What did we do today?
We kept it real.
We did keep it real today. We kept it real with Pam, Camille, Teresa. Thanks for joining us today.
Ladies.
If you haven't checked out Camille's Facebook group page, check it out, Quarantinecuisines. There are some really good recipes in there. So go check it out.
I like that idea. Tell me what you have in your fridge, and I'll tell you what to make.
Yeah.
Oh, I could definitely use that.
Well, we said it before. We do this.
Yeah.
Eggplant. What are we gonna make with this tonight? Yeah.
That's good.
So we're keeping it real.
Formal Friday. Thank you, John Wilder.
Oh, and tomorrow is Formal Friday.
It is Formal Friday, and I already have my outfit picked out.
It's easier for me.
It's easier for you.
You have
I know what you're
you have
wear.
this big old sequin gown you can come in with.
I really should. That would
I'd
be
love
funny.
to see you in a nice big old ball gown.
Maybe I'll pull out some. No, I won't be doing that. I'm just gonna dress more formally. Although I dress semi.
We might have to ask Amanda to pop in tomorrow. That was something Amanda Shaneri Park started.
Yeah, we'll ask her to pop in. And let us know how we did.
She's gonna have to grade us.
Yeah,
on our Formal Friday.
I don't have a tiara, so I won't be wearing that. But.
So Formal Friday with Dr. Dean tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. We look forward to seeing you then. Yes.
That was awesome.
Just as awesome as this.
Just as awesome as that crumb cake. You're right.